Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the English news of Bình Phước radio and television stations and newspaper. Now we have top story today. Conference held summarizing 20 years of collective economy. Phu Rubber Company's targets higher hours in 2022. Boosting potential of beekeeping in Bình Phước. National Assembly Standing Committee opened the 8th sessions. Hanoi rally sites welcome visitors back. Ladies and gentlemen, leaders of Bình Phước province has taken part in a nationwide online conference to summarize 20 years of implementing resolutions number 13 on the collective economy and 10 years of implementing the laws on cooperatives.
Figures show that there were 27,342 cooperatives nationwide at the end of 2021, with nearly 6 million members. Vietnam as a whole has 271 scientific organizations, more than 586,000 farmers, and more than 4,000 agricultural cooperatives working with nearly 1,900 enterprises in the production and consumption of agricultural products. The average revenue of cooperatives stood at 2.657 billion Vietnam dong in 2021, an increase of 1.644 billion Vietnam dong since 2001. As of the end of 2021, there were also 69,294 cooperative groups with 1,096,700 members. The average revenue of cooperative groups was more than 294 million Vietnam dong, an increase of 6.5-fold compared to 2001. The law on cooperatives took effect in 2013. 10 years on, the collective economy, with cooperatives at its core, has seen changes in quality and efficiency and played a significant role in the economy, politics, and society.
The Phu Rubber Companies will try to meet its reductions and business growth and tasks this year, improve the efficiencies of the cooperatives, model for high-tech agriculture, and build the Phu goods processing plant.
Last year, amid the difficulties posed by COVID-19, Phu successfully met its production and business targets. With 5,939 hectares of rubber trees, its latex output was 12,699 tons last year, for productivity of 2,138 tons per hectare. The 16th consecutive year, it has posted productivity of more than 2 tons per hectare. Regarding business activities, total sales of latex were 13,145 tons, with revenue of over 1.1 trillion Vietnam dong and total after-tax profit of more than 378 billion Vietnam dong. Nearly 131 billion Vietnam dong was contributed to the state budget, and dividends were expected to be 30%. Average monthly incomes worth 10.7 million Vietnam dong. It is expected that in the near future, Phu will expand its rubber tree area by 485 hectares under a plan from the Vietnam Rubber Industry Group.
Bình Phước possesses many advantages in beekeeping for honey, with product quality finding favor in the markets. Beekeepers and honey processing facility in the province has been boosting production methods associated with the processing in order to identify brands and increase competition in the market.
I try to improve the quality of our honey so that I can export it to foreign countries, such as those in Europe. So the price will be higher and the life of beekeepers must improve.
According to beekeepers, honey from rubber tree flowers has high nutritional value and the price is always higher than for other crops. This is a favorable condition, helping local beekeepers earn stable incomes. There are some 500 establishments and households raising bees for honey around Bình Phước. The large area of industrial and food trees is a major advantage for the beekeeping industry. But in order to build a brand, in addition to the efforts of beekeepers in innovating production methods, support from science technology, and market direction from local authorities are also necessary for the beekeeping industry to develop commensurate with its potential.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the 15th National Assembly Standing Committee commenced the 8th session in Hanoi on February 15th morning.
In his opening remarks, National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ said, during the session, the Standing Committee will look into the amendment of 2 draft laws, namely the one on mobile police and another revising and supplementing some articles of the law on intellectual property, expected to be submitted to the Parliament for approval at the coming 3rd session. Participants will scrutinize the articles needing revision in the laws of customs, science and technology, management and use of public assets and prices, as some regulations in these laws are related to the amendment ones in the intellectual property law. They set to consider including the draft revised law on medical examination and treatment in the 2022 Law and Ordinance Making Program. A report on the settlement of people's opinions in January will also form part of the session's agenda, according to Chairman Hui. The 8th session of the National Assembly Standing Committee is scheduled to last for 2.5 days.
Hanoi authorities has allowed rally sites to welcome visitors back following a long time of closure prompted by COVID-19.
The Municipal Department of Culture and Sports has asked localities to strengthen preventive measures at rally sites, and their reopening has to strictly follow health guidance of relevant agencies in the city. Historical and cultural sites are asked to build plans and prepare equipment for COVID-19 prevention and control. Visitors are encouraged to receive at least 2 shots of COVID-19 vaccine or test negative with the disease within 72 hours using RT-PCR method before going to the sites. Regarding festivals, only basic rituals will be held and activities that attract crowds will be limited. However, most temples and pagodas in the capital city reported fewer numbers of visitors compared to the same period of previous years.
Tam Chuk Pagoda in the northern province of Hanam held a ceremony recently to introduce this unique spring festival and promote the conservation of the cultural values in the locality.
The main rituals held during the ceremony included a water procession from Tam Chuk Lake to Ngọc Pagoda to pay tribute to Buddha, genies, and the Mother Goddess, prayers for a bumper harvest and favorable weather conditions, and incense offerings to pray for peace and happiness around the country. The Tam Chuk Spring Festival is an important cultural and religious event, providing visitors with a better understanding of festival activities while promoting efforts to preserve traditional cultural values in the locality. Tam Chuk Pagoda sits on nearly 5,000 hectares, surrounded by lakes, mountains, forests, and valleys. Objects excavated at the site reveal that the pagoda is around 1,000 years old. The complex was recognized by the Prime Minister as a national tourism site in 2013.
That's all for news today. Thanks for your watching BPTV News. Goodbye and see you next time.